Hopefully I'll be able to hear that. So, at any rate, this is the plan, folks. I'm recording my video here and of me in a portrait mode, and I'm recording the next maybe hour. Let's see what happens on my gimbal right now of the forward motion of the bike, right? And I'm going to superimpose these when I get to my destination tonight, which the final destination is an unknown location in Texas. But right now, let's get it back on the road. Let's also turn the little thing on there. So I'm going to try to keep my smooth this over. We're going to try to keep the speed down to like 50, 55. I'm taking back roads. You should be able to hear me pretty well. Hopefully I've got an hour's worth of gas. I think I do. Trip 102, plenty. Alright. It is Saturday morning right now, Central Time, about 7:30, quarter to 8. And what I'm going to do is just have a conversation about some of the stuff I put out yesterday while I was in Bowling Green. My experience, with coming through here, some of the people I met. Try to do this while I'm tipping the bike over. There we go. Got a lot of weight on the bike right now. It's all packed up pretty good. Let's hope for no there we go. No flat tires today. Let's pray for that. Jacket up here. Okay, so I'm not perfectly ready yet, folks. Come on. This is a work in progress. If I don't do this, my microphone's going to blow around. It's going to blow around anyway. It's going to end up in either my cigarette or my nose half the time. Probably going to have to do some work with the camera every once in a while, but let's see how this works. I don't know if that's going to be audible. There we go. Trying to do this very carefully with the gimbal mounted. I'm going, I think, probably the wrong way, maybe, right off the bat. This is a pretty cool road, though. This road is just long and straight. I think there's a small little hill here. So Bowling Green was a good stop for me to get caught up on some stuff. I did get to try to meet with somebody from Rand Paul's office beyond the secretary, but that didn't happen. Oh man, I gotta turn around. It's not letting me, and that was kind of stupid that it didn't just tell me to turn around back there. Okay. Try to do this safely. I don't want to record a crash. There we go. So, So I put out some tweets yesterday and uploaded some video of my 4th of July, some 4th of July video. Had trouble uploading a big, like, 28-minute file. I have another solution for that tonight with this particular video. But some ridiculous stuff going on. There's a huge Harley dealership there. Yeah, guns. I kind of let the camera, the gimbal, do its own thing. It's not perfect right now, but if I try to mess with it, it will get pissed off at me and do its own thing anyway. It's not doing a bad job right now. Okay, so here. See, I have to, I'm limited to a very small map right now so that the camera can operate. I don't like this one. I want to get on my back road so we can have a conversation. So, it's going to be annoying. So I'm headed to Texas. And I'd like to try to arrange a meeting at some point with Alex Jones. Kind of a goal. I don't follow Alex. I don't know much about him. Most of the time since he was like really popular, I was overseas. I had heard about him and such. But my concern arose from when Roger Stone joined InfoWars. It's like I wasn't sure if InfoWars was actually an influence operation. I mean, they literally named their company after information warfare. So, you know, I could be excused for thinking that. What the hell? It's got me turning around again. No, I guess not. So after Roger Stone joined up with InfoWars, I wanted to find out, you know, I had read about Stone's relationship to Manafort. And I knew Manafort had a very long, close relationship with John McCain. And the company I worked for, Dynology, his company, 3EDC. So he went on my radar pretty quick because the timing of his relationship, and this is based on Paul Manafort's website. I didn't know about Stone, right, for sure. But, so this information is based on his website, that he was our, you know, we were his, like, #1 partner. And this was at the same time I was pioneering the development of the Shadownet for the Department of Defense while I was on a contract in Iraq for Dynology. But
problem I have, a big problem everybody should have, is that we kept what we built for the government, took it with us, and then made it commercially available. Right? So this is a taxpayer-funded, DoD-appropriated psychological warfare application. The same thing, for all intentional purposes, we indicted the 13 Russians for, right? So I was overseas largely at the time, so I didn't really know what they were doing with it. I had some discussions with Jim when we were making the flyers, talking about its capabilities. And, hey, you think this would work on a U.S. election? Yeah, that was a conversation. Do I have any evidence that it was used correctly? No. Do I have a lot of smoking gun stuff? Yeah. Paul Manafort's one. Everything that Paul Manafort's been accused of when it comes to social media psychological warfare and influence operations using social networks and other means, everything he is accused of is exactly what the Shadownet's designed to do. Even more concerning is that, and I didn't know this until I had gotten back from Iraq and met with Jim in person. Jim Jones Jr., General Jones' son. He was president of the company and my boss. I didn't know until I got back that Technology had actually been providing the IT services for John McCain's campaign. I don't know whether it was just willful blindness on my part or what, but I kind of ignored that. But then after approaching, when everything happened in 2015, and I saw Dynalogy's true colors, Dynalogy being General Jones and his son Jim, and actually many members of their families, and I saw their true colors, I knew that the Shadownet was too irresistible, too powerful for them not to use for their own benefit. And I'm pretty sure I'm right about that now, because ever since then I've been finding more and more pieces of the puzzle that connects directly to the Russian collusion hoax, Atlantic Council, of which General Jones was the chairman of the board. John Huntsman, his daughter Abby. John Huntsman tapped Jones for chairman of the board. To replace him, his daughter Abby, the journalist at Fox News. General Jones's very own vice president of Jones Group International, one of the largest oil lobbies in D.C. Jillian Turner is a Fox News host. She was a Fox News host when she was, while she was still VP of Jones Group International. She was definitely, her office was right next door to Jim's, because Jones Group and all of those have the same address at Towers Crescent Drive in Tyson's Corner in Virginia. They all share the same address. Her office would have been right next, within feet of Jim's. At the time I was filing an IG complaint for their violating national security. And because during my job as the Information and Security Officer on the DoD contract, I was working in South Korea from 2010 to 2015. When I was constructively terminated the day after I filed an an official complaint of fraud, waste, and abuse for refusing to provide a GS 14, 13, or 14, a division chief with administrative access to a classified network because he didn't have the proper required documentation, authorization, memorandums. You got to have all those to get access to a classified network, and you got to have more of those to get administrative access, right? So I refused to do that. He threatened to have me fired so loud, a colleague next to me filed a complaint with me on that same day. He, for whatever reason, probably saved his ass, but I'm only speculating, withdrew his complaint. He ended up keeping his job. I lost mine. But, and the way they went about it was amazing. They modified the $12 million contract I had been working on for the last 5 years, modifying only the requirements to my position. And then within a couple days of me leaving, they modified this $12 million contract back to its original requirements, and I was replaced. I keep making those pauses. I'm not sure if you can hear Google Maps giving me voice directions in these turns. If you can, then you'll understand why I'm pausing every once in a while. If you can't hear them, you'll be like, why is he pausing every time he makes a turn? So that's the deal with that, right? So these are bad people. And these are the people that are in charge of determining whether or not you even get a job. Right? Because they took the Shadownet application, components of it, like iSide, the database component, and they added real-time criminal, real-time travel, overseas travel, so I'm assuming they have access to State Department database. And added the social media profile logging and database, added financial, medical, all of these things, and now using artificial intelligence create predictive behavioral profiles that determine whether or not you keep an existing job or are denied in a job you applied for because the HR department where you're applying or working used ClearForce to create a predictive behavioral profile that determined you were likely to steal or leak. It's totally Minority Report-like shit, people. It's beyond election interference. This application was originally developed for the purpose of MISPOM compliance, to predict if someone was likely to steal or leak classified information, and it's actually licensed as such, not just for your job, right? And those MISPOM requirements were actually put into place, ironically enough, as a result of Edward Snowden leaking that information. And so, yeah, there's some irony in there. Snowden thought he was doing everybody a favor, when in reality he just made these guys a lot richer, because now they are just licensing predictive applications that give them basically unfettered access to data, which really, I would argue, and a lot of people, I think a lot of people would argue, is an invasion of your Fourth Amendment privacy rights. Jesus H. Mary and Joseph. Boy, these are some back roads. I hope this doesn't go to like a dirt road. Please, Google AI. Do not take me down a dirt road. So these are bad people. These people are actually the ones that are determining who get a clearance, who gets a job. And you know, ClearForce was launched the same month as President Trump took office, the same month that our country really had more leaks than at any time in its history, right? Like record numbers of leaks. That was the same month that they launched ClearForce. And one of the big things that I posted yesterday was the CKMS, the Congressional Knowledge Management Software System. CKMS is actually a contract that goes back an undetermined amount of time with Dynology, potentially even when Jones was in uniform. Dynology's been doing DOD contracts, millions and millions of dollars worth of DOD contracts, which is ran by Jones's son, since 2000. And the CKMS contracts that I could find on the GSA site began like around 2009, right? Or the contracts for the CKMS show 2011. But the funny thing is the letters CKMS were copywritten by Dynology, General Jones, a month after he was sworn into office as Obama's national security advisor. Figure that shit out, people. And then the contract was awarded to him just a few months after he left office. In that contract, the Congressional Knowledge Management System basically gives him unfettered access to all the tacit knowledge of Congress, their schedule, their documents, their addresses, their emails, their everything, right? Everything. That's what CKMS gives them access to. Imagine, you know, does ClearForce, the application, have access to the data in CKMS? That's a huge question people should want to know. Because I can tell you right now, and you can look at the IG complaint I filed in 2015. These are bad people. These aren't honest, good people. This isn't like some noble general, right? This is PFC Birdie, 40-year-old private, now 54, calling that mother out because he and his son and his whole family are dirty as shit.
And when it came time to either standing up and doing the right thing for their country, or doing what was best for their company, they put company before country. And to me, that is unacceptable. So that's why I'm doing this. Because this is so much bigger. This is so much bigger than just, bots, Russian bots playing around with the 2016 election, right? I gotta go this way. This is way bigger than that. This is them going after 5G. Now they're going after 5G, saying we gotta protect 5G from China, right? But you can go to Clear Force's website and see that they had a massive investment. They had a massive investment by a UK investment firm called Centricus. And then a month later, a massive Chinese-owned investment company sinks $15 billion into that company, Centricus, that had just invested into ClearForce a chunk of like potentially billions of dollars, right? Look it up on their damn website. It's not a conspiracy when you can read it right on their website. Go to clearforce.com, look at the about. You'll see it's owned by General James Jones, General Michael Hayden. General Michael Hayden was Obama's CIA director. Are you okay with Obama's CIA director determining if you get a job or lose a job that you have because a predictive artificial intelligence application determined you were likely to steal or leak when you may not have ever stolen or leaked anything in your life? Who keeps the Joneses and the Haydens from putting in and out, from changing the algorithm to look for and root out everybody who is a Trump supporter or an Obama supporter or a Sanders supporter? I don't think Sanders supporters probably should be in the military anyway. Maybe not. Come on, I'm joking. Everybody has a stake. Everybody has a dog in this fight, I'm telling you right now. You might think I'm some potato head driving around the country on a Harley. Just out for clicks or something. That couldn't be further from the truth. I could not be wanting to, I'm the kind of guy who likes to stay off the radar. Right? I don't want to be out here. I have no desires to be a Dan Bongino. Sure as hell don't want to have his ethics. Lack of ethics in the case of me. I don't understand why Bongino, Sarah Carter, Judge Janine are protecting Jones. I don't understand why. Same with Matt Gates, Devin Nunes. Kind of understand why Lindsey Graham is. He's a freaking worthless piece of shit. I shook that man's hand and he promised he was going to help me, and then I never heard from him again. So people do that. Same with Dan Bongino, although Bongino didn't say he was going to help me. Bongino turned around and blocked me the next day after I went and shook his hand and told him that I
explain to me why Bongino didn't have a limousine pick my ass up, take me out, sit me out, buy me like hookers and shit. He should have been, I mean, that's what his show is all about. What, he blocked me? So then he turns around and announces a couple of weeks ago, a month ago or so, his an investment or a stake that he's gotten in the new social network platform Parler. And I'm like, Parler, that's everything about that right now so far. And I've reached out to the owners. Everything about Parler tells me that that's an IIA operation. Most likely. I mean, there's only a couple reasons a guy like Bongino is not going to help a guy like me, or at least want to sit down and hear a guy like me. And that's either because he's afraid of them, which I don't think so. It could be. Or he's paid by them, which is probably more likely a scenario. So how do they turn around and pay someone like that? How would you turn around and pay an IIA asset? No, that's a good way. Give stock in your newest thing, your newest asset for the Shadownet, Parler, right? Have a guy on the inside that you already know is bought and paid for to do what you want. Hell, Bongino was Obama's Secret Service agent. It was his job to protect Obama. You telling me he never ran into General Jones? He doesn't know Jones from Obama days? Come on. So you explain to me what would cause a man like Dan to take the actions he did, turn around and block me the day after, paid $450 for a ticket for me to go meet Bongino at an event that he was doing. I mean, come on. I don't care. If you like Bongino, that's great. Look at he's turned around just to prove my point. George Webb, a guy who, one of the first interviews I did with, right? I don't really agree with him on the BlackBerry thing. That's a personal thing because I was as an information security officer, an IASO for the DOD for 10 years. Part of my job, one of my jobs was provisioning BlackBerries for our clients, government employees. I even had one provisioned and issued to me. Didn't want to, but if you're going to maintain them, it's probably best to use them. But George was a few weeks onto Parler, and they kicked him off. Lost all of his content. He had just been kicked off YouTube. Now, whether you agree with George or not should not be the debate. Whether you agree, whether someone like Bongino did it because of his relationship with me, it's a question you should be asking, that everybody should be asking, and everybody should want to know. But I don't think you're going to get an answer from Parler because, again, I think they're all just one big IIA asset. And nobody seems to care, right? As long as nobody does anything, power or influence that could do something, and so many know and just have chosen not to for whatever reason. Again, I go back to either afraid or paid as being the only two options I'm really comfortable with. But it's a problem, folks. Beautiful country. I hope if nothing else you can appreciate that from this video right now. I'm going to try to bring the camera up just a bit right now. Yay. Now hopefully it'll still keep balancing out like it does. Yay. So we gotta get to, I gotta get a meeting set up. Not, off the air. An offline meeting with Alex Jones, because as I started to say at the beginning, I think he was being played, or he's been being played, like a sock puppet by Roger Stone, Paul Manafort, Rick Davis, and others. I think this was put into play by McCain and Jones. That they were assets put into play by McCain and Jones as a counter-intel operation into InfoWars. I believe they still have assets all around them. There are others that believe that too. If they can insert a Jillian Turner, Vice President of Jones Group International, into Fox News, what makes you think they wouldn't insert a Roger Stone into InfoWars? Hell, I bet you Stone probably even at one point had an option of being at Fox. I know Bannon did. Now that's an interesting relationship there. Because Bannon and Stone used to be friends. They had a relationship, as I understand it. Manafort and Bannon did. I think Bannon's the one who referred Manafort to the Trump campaign. I could be wrong. But Manafort was brought into the Trump campaign right after the primary, the Republican primary. That's the same way they brought Manafort into the McCain campaign in 2008. And by doing so, they push technology either out or in the second tier as a sub. I don't understand that fully yet, right? That's actually probably important to figure out, because there's a psychological component to all of these things, and that psychological component will often be highly influenced by revenge. Look, I'm driving across America on a Harley right now, talking to you, which, about my former employer constructively terminated me. So yeah, right? People do that. But what the hell? Jesus, there's a train coming through there right now. That could have been ugly. Wow, the lights just came on. Oh, that would have been cool, getting actually stuck at the train. I could have lit a cigarette. I think I might anyway. The train's gonna block anybody coming from behind me. What a cool little country store up there, too. Country breeze. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Okay, let's shake the shit out of things. There we go. Alright, so I'm lighting up a smoke here. Camera's trying to figure out what's going on. And yay! So, we got all of these, we've got a few people, senior levels of both the Bush and, you know, I'm sorry, I can't leave Bush out of this because, you know, the IIA contract that basically gave birth to the Shadownet, the commercial component, started under a Bush. But, you know, there's been like a takeover of the narrative using government agencies as assets, like the VOA, since long before the shit all got taken up. Just long before the election. CKMS is a big problem. The access that that gave, the fact that they had set that up, copyright, did the copyright of the CKMS right after taking office. Man, it's all part of a plan, people. It's all part of a much bigger plan. And this plan isn't something like good for you or me. This plan is for their profit. It's not even about politics. That's why you've got the Podestas and the Joneses and the McCains all working together. They went bad, right? They went bad. At some point they might have been good people, but at some point they went bad. And they started using the system to their advantage. And their justification is bullshit. And the justification for people to remain silent, no, is bullshit. Because if you're telling yourself, oh, there's a bigger plan, and like, oh, Barr's going to take care of this, and oh, Durham is going to be on this, and man, I don't know how deep this goes, people, but I know they've been planning this well before 2007. When I started working for Jones, you can see that now. You're being given an opportunity, folks. You're being given an opportunity to do something, to act, to change something that's bad for our country. A few people, General Jones, General Hayden, being at the very, very top, if not archetypal, are determining our foreign policy and our domestic policy, not your elected officials, because they control your elected officials through CKMS. Think of the access they have, the blackmail all the same people. I don't believe there's really a lot of applications out there that have marketing slips made up for them at that time. At the time Cambridge Analytica was being stood up, I believe core components of the Cambridge Analytica relational database are born from the Shadownet. I really do, and I can connect them all to the people directly involved with the Shadownet, to the very top leadership of Cambridge Analytica. What did Steve Bannon know about the Shadownet? What was Steve Bannon's meeting about with Khashoggi? That's a good one. In early January of 2017. Because Khashoggi ended up dead. And I believe Khashoggi was an IIA asset. With the full working knowledge of the Washington Post where he was working. I believe senior people at the Washington Post are all IIA assets, paid, contracted. That's fucked up, people. Pardon my French. I'm gonna have to put maybe a parental guidance rating on this, but it is. And we're paying for it. We're paying for them to do this. But we're not paying for our, if it was our government, I'd actually probably trust it more. Because having worked with our government for a decade, they're too incompetent for really significant malevolence. The malevolence comes between the relationship between the military-industrial complex and our elected officials. That's where the relationship comes from. That's where the trouble, the malevolence is all for. And IIA is how you tie all of that malevolence into journalism, into social networks. Because social networks control the media now. The media are more concerned about clicks than they are truth. So they wrap whatever the hell someone's paying them, or whatever will get the most clicks, into a nice little BS package, and put it out on Fox by people like Jillian Turk, Sarah Carter, Judge Janine Pirro, and they put it out to other social media components like Dan Bongino Report. Look at the IIA policy letter on my website, freedomstream.tv, or Victim of the Swamp. I'll be probably taking Victim of the Swamp. I'm not really updating that much anymore. Just look at that. Look at that policy letter. It literally describes what memorandums are necessary to engage journalists at different levels, like levels of importance. Whereas someone like Judge Pirro has a huge, millions of people, you'd need a memo for an 06 above to work with her, but with someone like Bongino, you could get him pretty much on the cheap. And but the big problem that we had in 2008, 2007, and 8, when we were pioneering this, the big problem that we had there was what we called the keys to the kingdom. And the keys to the kingdom, see, the keys to the kingdom made it very difficult for us to do IIA overseas, because there's always a potential that we could unintentionally influence an American. And there are numerous laws that conflict with doing that. One of them at the time was the Smith-Mundt Act, which was started back, I think, in the late 40s to prevent the government from using influence operations and influencing Americans. Okay? But they modified the Smith-Mundt Act in 2012, 2013, all at the same time. They modified this stuff so that their hands wouldn't be tied. It was their keys to the kingdom. So they could psyop or influence Americans without breaking any American law. We should have a problem with that, folks. But for some reason, there doesn't seem to be a huge issue with it. We'll work on that. I'm trying to get this message out. We're coming up on about 52 minutes. I'd like to run this for about an hour. I'll put it together tonight when I get to my final destination. And I'm thinking, I'll try to upload it maybe as a lot. I'm 1,000 feet, turn left. Maybe as like a live event. Although it's not going to be live, I can actually add stuff to it as we go along, or, respond to comments anybody makes. I put what is that called? It's a face mask thing online with Freedom Stream, or SafeBet. Yeah, SafeBet Rider. I can't do shirts yet because I believe the fulfillment center is in like San Francisco, and that's still shut down. And I kind of suspect it's shut down because they know that's a huge fulfillment center where people like Trump supporters actually order product from. It could be a way of them to another method of subverting the election process. Can't make t-shirts, but as soon as I can, you can be damn sure I'm going to have both a Trump 2020 and a Biden 2020 Ask Me About Obama Shadownet shirt. I can't wait for that. It's going to be awesome. Oop. Never make the lights. I waited too long. So I'm going to pull over here real quick. I'm going to light up. I'm going to end this probably about the time I end this cigarette. I'll end this show. Kind of hoping y'all found this to be somewhat unique. It's not like I can write a script and read from it real easily. Hell, I can barely light a cigarette. So, but it's a beautiful drive. So I'm hoping the drive itself might keep some people's attention while I'm explaining these things into more detail. It's an American awakening, folks. We got the election here. We got the election coming up in November. A lot's at stake. We need to ask Joe Biden what he knows about the Shadownet. I do not want another president in there that's using social media psychological warfare applications we developed for the Defense Department. You know, it's very, I would very much doubt Trump knows anything about it. But he might. And you know, it's not illegal. And the only way he could have won is by beating them at their own game. I get that. I'm cool with that, actually. But at some point, it needs to stop. And this is a great opportunity to do it, because I don't really think Trump even needs it. I think these people have disgusted people so much that you don't really need much of a push through IIA to put Trump over the top. I think a lot of people have tried to justify doing it. Like Mike Cernovich. And that other guy, his friend, the Navy. Hell, he was Public Affairs Office in the Navy, PAO. That's tied in. Look at the policy letter for IIA. IIA supports the PAO. Come on, people. This isn't rocket science here. It is a beautiful country here in Kentucky. I tried using the gimbal in the mountains, and it seemed to struggle with a 6% grade, and I wasn't about to sit there and keep adjusting it during driving down a 6% grade at 65 miles an hour. So actually, these roads are like kind of perfect for it, really. I thank everyone for their support. Susan and all of you have been absolutely amazing and wonderful. I'm not going to be able to fix this. We're not going to be able to fix this unless we work together, people. You can go buy the t-shirt. I know it's the little neck thing. I got something in my eye. You can go buy the little neck thing for like $28. I know it's not, that's more than what it's worth. But it looks cool, and it helps support us. And a portion of all of that, at least 10%, hopefully more, goes to our startup, safepet.org, Veterans Providence, which is hopefully going to PFC 40 book. PFC 40 book. And freedomstream.tv. Hoping this turns out interesting. Hoping this turns out okay, folks. Thank you very much.